In this video, we will talk about the operating system. Operating system, abbreviated as OS, is a set of software that controls the computer's hardware resources and provide services for computer programs. It is a very important part of a computer system since it acts as a intermediary between software application or the programs and the computer hardware, as you see in this image. In a computer system, a user would interact with an application, okay, and that has been designed to meet the user's need. Okay, what the user need, that application fulfill the user's need, and this application would require an operating system in order to function. Okay, and that operating system would allow the application to interact with the hardware of the computer system. Okay, so that's why the operating system acts as the intermediary between the application and the hardware of the computer system. So what are the functions of an operating system? First one is the peripheral communication. Peripheral devices are the all hardware components of a computer system that reside outside the CPU. Okay, so that's the we can say the examples of devices include keyboards, monitors, mic, printers, microphone, mouse, etc. All these are the peripheral devices. And the operating system responsible for communicating directly with the hardware and providing an interface between the hardware devices and the application. This also allows for application to use hardware devices in trouble-free manner. And the second function of operating system is memory management. An operating system is responsible for all the memory that is available in computer system. OS manages how the memory is used by application and ensures that one application does not interfere with memory that is being used by some other application. For an example, one application interferes with another application's memory. Their later may stop functioning, or its data may be affected or overwritten. So the OS manages that memory so that the application does not interfere and any of the data does not lose. So the next function of operating system is resource monitoring and multitasking. An application that is running on a computer system takes up resources. These resources include the amount of memory the application is occupying or how much processor time it needs in order to function properly. So an operating system is responsible for efficient allocation of resources so that an application can run as effectively as possible on a particular computer system. Multiple applications may run on a computer system at one time, but appearing as though they are performing tasks simultaneously. So the most popular system, however, have a single CPU that can perform a single action at any particular time. That means that application must share the CPU time in order to accomplish their service. This known as multitasking and it is core OS service. So the next function of operating system is networking. And operating system manages connections to and interactions with networks of other computer systems so as to allow sharing of resources such as files or printers. Networking is essential to modern computer system, most connected with either a local area network or internet. An operating system acts as intermediary between application and networks, allowing application to interact with networks in straightforward manner. Okay, and after that, the next function is disk access and data management. And An important function of operating system is its ability to access data stored in memory and disk. So the data are stored using files which are structured in such a way that so as to make battery use of space available to the system as well as to provide reliability and fast access times. The operating system responsible of keeping tracks of these files as well as which files are being used by which application so that the application does not override another application files. The OS is also responsible for coordinating the transfer of data from disk files into the primary memory and vice versa. After the next function is security. Operating system is also responsible for the overall security of computer system. The most common but effective method of protection is to provide some form of identity to users that allow his her authentication. And most often we use the username and password that has been provided. However, other methods of authentication may be used, such as the magnetic disk or the biometric data, such as fingerprint or iris. An additional security measure is use of log files that keep trace of activity of any users in computer system. Like any user does anything like reads, writes, or delete file, changes something, anything. So that has recorded so that unauthorized users and activities may be discovered.